So I've been mining Qua for quite some time on the DGHome 1. It's honestly the most profitable thing I can mine with the DGHome 1, a Scrypt ASIC meant for the at-home enthusiast. But we did a video quite a few months back about how they transitioned into allowing users to mine via KawPow, so your GPUs, Scrypt or SHA-256 via your ASICs. Now, this thing was called Project Soap, and it was great. I enjoyed it. I really like tinkering with it and playing around in the testnet and all that stuff. It just allows the additional opportunities for people with hardware to go ahead and mine Qu.Ai. Q.U.A.I. Maybe it's Qu.Ai. I keep mispronouncing projects, but you can see that this miner's been up for quite some time. We're averaging around 2100 mega hash, so on and so forth. Few issues on rejected shares every now and then, but nothing too crazy that the percentage was way too high. And if we look at the DGHome 1, at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which is not even the national average here in the United States, we're still negative 19 cents, negative 53 cents, negative 65 cents, depending on the product that you mine, like Dogecoin, or if you want to mine Scrypt through NiceHash. But Qua on Scrypt is still more profitable than anything else. If we look at the revenue, it's $1.42, $1.30. Whereas the next best thing is going to be 95 cents, 83 cents, so on and so forth. So we've been jamming away, and you can see it on the weekly chart because we've been mining via the Cryptex pool. And there's a number of different pools. If you want to check out which pool to mine on, you can look at miningpoolstats.stream. Not a sponsor, but I always love utilizing that website. But you can see my one worker here, the 3-hour hash rate, the 24-hour hash rate is basically 2 gigahash or 2000 mega hash. And you can see that the balance, pending, unpaid, the biggest pitfall for me or downfall from a mining perspective is a lot of miners want to get their cryptocurrency and go, right? They want to instantly trade it for whatever asset they're looking for, into stablecoin, into Bitcoin, into Litecoin, insert your coin there. But you can't do that. You have to wait until the payout is confirmed, and it's going to take over 2 weeks. I mean, many of these websites warn you about that. So it's not new to us, but it can take up to 2 weeks, right, for that credit to actually hit your wallet. In the Quai Network, blocks are confirmed within 2 weeks. The pool processes payouts only after the coins are confirmed. If your coins haven't been credited or sent yet, it means that the 2 weeks haven't passed since they were received. So you're going to wait quite a bit. We only had one blip here on the pool back around, I think, where there's a power issue or something like that on April 5th. But we've been sitting around 2 gigahash, no problem with the DGHome 1. And so far, over the past 30 days, I made 806 Qu.Ai, or $26.40 over 30 days. And again, if we look at when I released my first video on it, I've been mining it at least with the DGHome 1 for basically 2 months. So we're averaging around maybe 800 to 900 Qu.Ai a day, Qua a day. Total paid, I made 1,600. So yeah, basically 800 Qua a day. What does that mean? Well, right now with the market conditions, Qua is only 3 cents. And it's had a recent uptick in the past week. But if you zoom out over the past year, it's down significantly. If we go to all time, it's nowhere near what it used to be. I mean, the all-time high just on CoinMarketCap is February 23rd, 2025. And ever since then, it's been on a downtrend, even though we had some upticks, at the beginning of January of this year, 2026. It's just hasn't performed. Yeah, we're having a nice little uptick now. You can see the very small hump back here over the past week. But steadily, the project has gained some momentum with the Project Soap transition, but then lost some momentum. You can see the volume's only $200,000 there. Then it was up to almost 500,000 there, and it's getting some volume back, which is good to see. But right now, if we look at our 1,600 that we made over the past 2 months, we made $52 USD for mining with this miner for 2 months straight. And again, if we look at the profit, because this thing draws 620 watts, it's not looking too good, right? So we're in the negative right now with the cost of electricity, even though we haven't sold the, you know, the crypto that I've earned, we're not doing too good considering the cost of electricity, especially because the cost of electricity isn't reflected in this chart. My cost of electricity here in the great state of Florida, which is sarcasm, is about 15 cents per kilowatt hour. So your best bet is hosting your hardware somewhere else where they're 8 cents or lower. But good luck getting those. And if you do find them, I have a few contacts if you need them that can get you around that pricing. If not, a little bit lower or close to it. Just hit me up. But the point being, ever since mining this particular project, since Project Soap has taken off, yes, the project is gaining some momentum in the recent or in the short-term time frame. Yes, it does open the door for other ASICs to be involved or to have something profitable to mine on, right? Some of the older Scrypt miners, whatever it might be, to get kicked back on and steadily hashing. And if you're mining via renewables or not paying for electricity costs, then yeah, you're definitely looking better than you were. But to run this machine 24/7 for 2 months and only make $52 USD and lose all of that to electric costs, actually spend, you know, basically 20 cents a day to mine that $52 over 2 months, I leave that decision to you. What would you do? Right? Yes, it is, out of all the projects out there, it is the more profitable project to mine. Scrypt mining has not seen the type of success that some of the other algorithms have, but I would argue that Scrypt mining and all of mining is suffering significantly due to the current economic conditions and whatever it might be. There's some new products out there that might be coming out for other ASICs or other devices. But right now, if you're mining Scrypt, you know, Qu.Ai is going to be your best bet. If you're on SHA-256, Qu.Ai is your best bet, unless you're really trying to go after Bitcoin, which is what many of my contacts and colleagues are doing. They, even though they're mining at a loss, they're trying to mine as much Bitcoin as possible, or mining Bitcoin at a loss because they are playing the long game and they can sustain the cost of overhead and electric rates. Or they're, you know, converting Qu.Ai after the 2 weeks and some change into Bitcoin or whatever they're going to do. But the entire state of the market is not looking too good as of right now. So that's my data for Qu.Ai. You let me know what you think and what you're doing with your Scrypt miners. I just wanted to share these past 2 months with you. But again, you let me know your thoughts. If you have like the bulk miner D3, you can make, you know, $4.97 profit at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. But if we up that to 15 cents per kilowatt hour, right, focusing on Scrypts, there are your other options right there. You're basically making 70 cents to 20 cents a day at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, which is why maybe mining at home isn't as fruitful as it used to be. Not saying mining is dead as a whole. Yeah, I understand GP mining is probably dead as a whole. I still like to participate. I still like to mine with my equipment, my FPGA that does nothing anyways, my GPUs that are just zapping electricity, my ASICs that I am just trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible, even though I'm doing it at a cost in electricity. It's going to be up to you to make the decision that's best for your setup and your conditions. But there are a lot of smart people out there doing it on renewables or not having to pay as much in electricity, and they're able to stack as much of that cryptocurrency or sats that they want. So you weigh out the pros and cons. This is just my data for the past 2 months, $52 USD, spending 20 cents a day in electricity. So I'm negative. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for today's video. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. Make sure you consider getting subscribed and hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description. That'll support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.